Welcome to Tuesday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Well, it's March, and that officially means it's time for March Madness. A number of Bahamians set to compete in the big dance with the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournament set to tip off later this week. Now, Selection Sunday, leaving one of our own with some questions for the committee.
Yes, I'm shocked with the strength of schedule of a 3 and a net of a 12, and in the last month beating the number 8 and number 7 ranked team in the country. You would think that we would have a chance to host.
That was Yolette McPhee-McCoon speaking on the 5 seed her Ole Miss Lady Rebels received after Selection Sunday. Based on their strength of schedule, Coach Yo was hoping for a top 4 seed, where they would narrowly miss out. They will host Ball State on Friday in Spokane. On the men's side, VJ Edgecombe and his Baylor Bears, a 9 seed in the East. They will open up against number 8 Mississippi State on Friday. AJ Storr in Kansas, a 7 seed out west. They will take on number 10 Arkansas on Thursday. Fred King and Creighton, a 9 seed in the South, will face the team he initially committed to in the Louisville Cardinals. Dayton Albury in the 10th seed Utah State in the Midwest. They will open up against 7 seed UCLA on Thursday. Valentino Simon and Nebraska Omaha, 15 seed in the West. They will take on Big East champion and 2 seed St. John's on Thursday. And on the coaching end, McCall McLean in Kentucky, a 3 seed in the Midwest. They will face 14 seed Troy on Friday. And Brian Clark, an assistant with the Houston Cougars. They're the top seed in the Midwest, and they will take on 16 seed SIU Edwardsville. The big dance officially tipping off with the first 4 this evening. And in somber news, the sailing community losing one of the most prominent skippers and boat builders the country has ever seen. Our Charles Fisher tells us more in this report.
Mangrove Bush native Lauren Knowles passing away at the age of 87. He was a sailing legend, sailing some of the top A-class sloops like the Running Tide, Susan Chase, and Rupert's Legend to victories, but also in the B and C class. He also was one of the country's top boat builders from A straight to Class D. Some of those sloops are making waves today. One of his sons, Ian, on the quiet sailor who made noise on the seas.
Most of his boats, you never heard him say a bad word. He was always that guy. When he win, he will ask him how he feel. He'll say, well, what you think about it? And so my father will always remember for his quietness and his humbleness and his hard work. My father worked himself to the bone when he was a younger man that raised his 8 children, one deceased, so he had 9 children. And so, like I said, he'll be missed, especially by his family and his friends, because of what he have done for the community of Long Island, and especially for the country in the Bahamas.
A billboard erected in Long Island ensures the numerous championships Knowles recorded. His youngest son and one of the country's top skippers, standing by his father's boat that has been around since 1963.
This boat is one more regattas in the country than any other vessel out there. In addition, between the 2 regattas, the National Farmland Regatta, Long Island Regatta, my father has won more championships in the A, B, and C class than any other captain.
Chester Fox, Commodore of the Long Island Regatta, once sailed with Knowles on the chase, calling him a man of all trades.
Right now we are standing by the Long Island Regatta site, and Captain Lord, he was so instrumental in getting this off the ground. And all through the community, Captain Lauren was always an island builder, a people's person, very well liked throughout the community, and which you'll call him as a real gentle giant, always humble in all his ways.
Roger Fox, who grew up sailing with his uncle Lauren, had this to say.
Nobody has left a legacy in sailing as he has. You know, you can talk about guys like Ronnie or whatever, but when you look at Captain Lauren, and what he has done for sailing, and what his children has been doing for sailing, is not even comparable. I don't think nobody has won more regattas than him. Stephen might be close right now, but I think he still might have the lead. So, yeah, Long Island is going to miss him, and the whole sailing community, he'll be a huge miss.
Condolences on the passing of a sailing legend. He will be definitely missed. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
And that's when we look at your sports on this Tuesday. A check on weather when we return.